This is Saydar coming to you from the Mount Moon crew with my new series, Just Pizza. They say that you should stick with what you know, and if I know one thing, I know pizza. In this series, we're going to be getting pizzas from pizzerias, restaurants, convenience stores, grocery stores, all the pizzas. I'm going to eat them to see what's best and worst out there so that you don't have to. I'm really excited about the first pizza that we're going to try today. This is one that I've been curious about for years, but I've never tasted. Honestly, the box scared me a little bit. Wild Mike's is a company owned in Oregon, United States, and they claim to be pizza rebels for two reasons. One, and I can attest to this, it's a massive pizza. They claim to be large enough for a crowd, and 2 pounds of pizza is bigger than most frozen pizzas on the market. They also claim to be rebels, saying that they use all natural ingredients. Now, this is something I was very skeptic about when I was reading about the pizza, but looking at the ingredients list, I have to say it does seem to be all natural. So we're going to get it cooked and give it a try. Normally, frozen pizzas I like to make on my pizza stone, which is a well-used, well-loved gift from the Buck Grundle, also of the Mount Moon crew. But this pizza appears to be a little too big for the pizza stone, so we're going to have to go with aluminum foil to get this thing in my oven.
A few moments later.
Okay, so if making frozen pizzas has taught me anything, it's that you never cut a frozen pizza straight from the oven. So I'm going to let this rest for a few minutes and then use my handy dandy best tool in the kitchen. Okay, we're coming to the moment of truth. I have to say I'm a little bit concerned that this pizza might be so massive that it's undercooked in the middle. I can't really tell. I was afraid if I left it in the oven any longer it would burn. But we're going to cut into this and see if everything got cooked or just the outside. Cuts easily enough. Crust seems crispy without being a ridiculous brick. That's encouraging. Seem to be a little bit offset with my cuts, but that's okay. Pizza will taste the same. Okay. It feels doughy, but we'll see. All right, this smells amazing, so we're gonna give it a try. Well, my fear was validated. I would say the crust is a little underdone. It has great flavor, but I would say that flavor is a little overwhelmed by the spice packs. This is not the slice where I accidentally dumped all of the hot peppers, but it's still very much hot pepper more than sauce flavor or crust flavor. So I'm not going to condemn a pizza on the first bite. I'm not going to say I'm not going to eat this, but I'm going to give it a couple more bites and see if I get anything other than hot pepper flavor in here. I have to say I can taste the vegetables now, and that's nice. They're nice sized vegetables. You can actually see them and taste them on the pizza. I think I've gotten enough to know that the sauce is a nice flavor, but it's really kind of overwhelmed by everything else in the pizza. You know, I think most pizza aficionados would agree that it's the sauce and crust that really make a pizza. And I'm still eating at undercooked crust and too mild a sauce. You know, I liked that there was the seasoning packet on top of the pizzas. And I think if I were to make this pizza again, it would be, I would go with the Italian seasoning and I would just omit the pepper, because the pepper really overwhelms everything else about this pizza, and it's hard to tell anything else other than there's peppers or there's pepper flakes on it. So I'm anxious to get to the crust because I have the edge of the pizza, because I think that's going to give me the best tell on what the crust tastes like. I would not have expected flaky crust. It's definitely a flaky texture, and you can see right here, right along near the edge, where it's still doughy. I have to say I'm kind of disappointed. I think a 2-pound pizza is awesome. I do think this pizza would be big enough for a group, but I think if I were to make it again, I'd probably set the oven at a lower temperature than recommended and leave it in longer than expected, so that I actually get a fully cooked pizza and not just melted cheese on a dough disc. Okay, so Wild Mike's. Would I eat it again? Yeah. It's not the best pizza I've had by far, but it's really far from the worst pizza ever. And I think I learned what I need to know about Wild Mike's from the first pizza. Next time, I would definitely cook it longer at a lower temperature to make sure that that crust gets completely done all the way through, and omit the red pepper flakes. If that's your thing, great. It's not mine. I think it's a little bit too much red pepper and not enough other ingredients. So thank you for joining me on the first episode of Just Pizza, and we'll see you back here next time with another pizza.